All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another day of Saber Sims DFS office hours. It is Friday, January 6th of 2023. Got round two PGA Showdown kicking off in about 30 minutes. If you are building lineups, hope you have this on in the background. Get your lineups in and then hop on over into the channel and get your questions answered. Also got an 11 game NBA slate, got a 2-game NFL on Saturday, and a 6-game hockey slate tonight. So, 4 sports of action coming at you across the next 2 days. Should be a lot of fun. For those of you who are new here, my name is Andrew, one of the coaches over here at SaberSim. This is a show where we go over how to use the SaberSim app, answer any and all DFS related questions, come in live in the YouTube chat or in the office hours channel in our Discord server. If you're not in our Discord, there is a link in the description to get joined up. Highly recommended as always. A lot of good conversations happening over there each and every day. Gonna get SaberSim pulled up here, and we are gonna get it kicked off. Got something in my eye. If you guys have any questions, now is a great time to get them in. I have one question from Billy in the chat, and then we don't have any other questions. So if you guys have questions, now is a great time to get them in. As always, there is one thing that I specifically wanted to talk about, so that should keep us busy while some questions start rolling in. But I'm going to address this question from Billy. I did shoot him a message back in the office hours channel, but basically Billy said, so tonight I'm going to be playing from my mobile. I usually run 2 separate builds, one for my 3 max single entries, another for my 20 and 150 max. Looks like I can't choose specific entries when filling. So what settings would you run for 197 lineups across all entries? The only 150 max I am in is the nickel on FanDuel, and then I have 20 each in the quarter and 222. Thanks. So Billy, I shot you a message back. You should definitely be able to run separate builds and fill them into different contests. Not sure exactly why you can't do that at the moment. I shot you a message back. You can shoot me a message back. We can have a little back and forth, and I can help you figure that out. But basically, the mobile app has almost all, if not all, of the functionality that the desktop app has. Obviously, it's just smaller, but we put a lot of work into the mobile app, tried to make it as easy to use as possible. So whatever help you need there, I am more than happy to give you some assistance. So that was my thing with Billy. And the other thing that I really wanted to talk about today was Week 18 NFL. Right, is a really strange week. Some teams have a lot to play for. Some teams have nothing to play for. What do we do, right? And how do we handle that over here on the SaberSim side? I think that, this is something that'll come up as the main slate gets closer, and something that I just wanted to kind of knock out kind of early, give you guys some tips and some of my own thoughts in regards to that, right? So first things first, the sim does not account for winning motivation, right? We cannot program, and tell the builder, who needs to win, who doesn't need to win. I don't know exactly how we would even quantify that. But that is an opportunity for you guys to add value. I think, week 18 of NFL is the 1 week where users can add the most value to SaberSim, right? Researching playoff scenarios, keeping your ear to the ground about players might not play the whole game or will play the whole game, right? Anything like concrete, I think the Giants came out this morning, said starters are going to sit. Like great, we could do something about that, right? Anything that is kind of official or more like through the media, we can take that and we can do something with it, right? News came out, starters are going to sit. We have Daniel Jones out. We have Saquon Barkley out, right? But then you hear like these weird scenarios. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but there was one where, someone might not play the whole game. Oh, I think it was Washington, right? It said like, we're going to see Carson Wentz, and then we also might see some Sam Howell. It looks like maybe that has since changed, but the last I heard about it, that was what I heard, right? So So just so you guys know, we're gonna do our best to keep up with this stuff, to work it in as quick as we can. I do think it is very possible that we're not able to account for some things in the best possible way. It is a very good opportunity for users to get in and make some adjustments. Of all weeks, don't be scared to make adjustments this week out of any week. Really important there. So just wanted to make a note. Last thing, week 18, really high variance. You don't always know what's going to happen. Possibly, scale down your bankroll. I think that's something I'm probably going to do, is play a little less for week 18, just because everything is so in flux. A lot of moving pieces, and you can't read the minds of these coaches and their teams and what their game plans are and who's playing and who's not. So I think, being a little more conservative in week 18 NFL is probably a good idea. And, save some of that bankroll for playoffs, for the showdowns, for the small slates. Still plenty of football, still plenty of NFL DFS coming. So I wouldn't be too worried about, it's the last week of NFL. No, we still got, another month here of a lot of NFL action. But definitely wanted to talk about week 18 NFL. If anybody has any more questions in regards to that, just let me know and we can talk about it a little more. All right. Got one more question here from Chuck the Pure in the Discord. Chuck said, I know that the manual group rules not saving bug was fixed, but there is the same bug with automatic group rules. I just want to make sure that this additional bug is documented. So yeah, Chuck, the team is working on it. That first one that got fixed, we sent out some release notes yesterday. Scott and the team always hard at work fixing bugs. This one with the automatic group rules is currently being worked on as we speak, hoping to have a fix out for that really soon there. But yeah, we are aware of it. Thank you for keeping me honest. I see GM33 is giving Billy some tips in the Discord. So thank you, GM33. Appreciate you, and any other community members that are always willing to help out other users. Another big reason to get in the Discord, right? If you're having questions, if something doesn't make sense to you, you shoot a message. We have so many good users that are willing to help each other out and make a difference and help somebody out who might be in a pinch. So always appreciate you guys making the Discord a wonderful place to be. But that being said, talked a little bit about week 18 NFL. Now is a great time to get in any questions. If you guys have them, YouTube chat, Discord, wherever you want to post it, I will read it. I'm going to come over here and look at a little bit of NBA, big 11-game NBA slate tonight after a very strange Thursday night slate. I think yesterday was really crazy. Steven Adams at like 40% ownership does absolutely terrible. I think Luka played pretty bad as well. So was quite a strange night in the NBA streets. But looking ahead to a big 11-game NBA slate tonight, should be a lot of fun. For those of you playing PGA Showdown, if I go over here to round 2 and run a build, there was a small error or a bug earlier where players weren't always showing up on the left-hand side of the screen. Got some support tickets about it. Already messaged those users back, letting them know that we are all set there. But just wanted to demo it for anybody here on the show. This whole left side of the screen should be all set, right? No problems there. And then I got a question yesterday about min uniques for golf. I think that, it is an interesting concept using min uniques for golf. I think that, first and foremost, it goes back to the biggest thing is that there are less roster spots in PGA or golf contests, right? Only 6 players per lineup, as opposed to, the 9 for NFL that you see, or like the 8 for NBA that you see, right? So if you're using it, much more likely that you're not going to be able to get this number as high, right? Just due to roster construction. That's totally normal. I think that, on a week like this week with only 40 golfers in the field to start, I'm much more inclined to treat this as a closer to NFL showdown. But I think once the player pools largen to like 160 players, I'm not gonna treat it so much as an NFL showdown. And I think that I will probably start using some degree of min uniques, maybe 2 max. I think 3 might be a little hard to get to, but I'm open to using min uniques for golf, mostly because when the field is, 160 golfers and there is a cut, you probably don't need the optimal to win. People will get close and stuff, but I think like the actual true, nut optimal, you won't need that to win on a week to week basis. So therefore, I think it is totally okay to mix in some min uniques, right? My big thing against min uniques for NFL Showdown is that if you increase this to 2 and the optimal lineup is a 1-for-1 swap, you are essentially not allowing yourself to ever get to that lineup in the lineups that you take with you into your contest. I think, that is a big red flag for me, where in a sport where you need the optimal. So, for MMA, for NFL Showdown, that's how I would think. I think in large field, like large player pool golf, where you do not need the optimal to win, I think that using min uniques is totally okay. So saw somebody mention that yesterday, wanted to get to that since we have a little bit of extra time here on the show today. But if anybody has any questions about PGA, let me know, and we could talk about that as well. So gonna take a peek here, see if there's anything else coming my way. And if there is not, we might have a nice short stream today. But we will be right back here on Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern. As always, you guys have questions over the weekend, throw them in the office hours channel. Get us a queue of questions built up so we can have something to talk about on Monday. For those of you who are pro subscribers, we should have a new pro content video coming out later today. If you are not on our pro plan, that is one of the great reasons to join up. We release pro exclusive videos talking about very advanced DFS concepts and theories. If you guys want to get in on some of that content, would recommend using your 7-day pro trial and seeing what it's all about and deciding if you want to stay on the pro trial or not. But check us out. If you're not joined up with SaberSim, there's a link to a 7-day, no strings attached free trial. And that being said, we will be right back here on Monday. So see you guys. Have a good weekend. Take care.